Hello and welcome to episode 4 of The Life of Hollywood, hosted by me, Marcus Nocerino. Getting a job in Hollywood is really hard and competitive. It's all about who you know in the industry and not what we know. My guest today is a professional actress. She has started off as young Regina in Once Upon a Time, Georgie in No Right Way, and young Rebecca in Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, which, by the way, Ava on the show got to sing a song that went viral on TikTok 5 years later called I Have Friends. Please help me welcome Ava Acres.
Hey.
Hello, Ava. Welcome
Hi.
to the Life of Hollywood. Thank you so much for joining my show today.
Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Of course, of course. And Ava, let's talk about your journey in Hollywood.
Cool. Um, yeah, like you said, it is very competitive, but I think so. A lot of people compare themselves to other people in the industry or people that you're auditioning against or auditioning for the same roles. But that's if you reframe your mind and just focus on who you are and what kind of art you want to make and the kind of characters you want to explore, it's like the roles that are meant for you will come to you, and you don't really lose out on a role that was never yours in the first place. Like, you're auditioning and you have an opportunity to do it, but um it's no loss there. You can learn from auditions. I mean, auditions are like the greatest place to learn acting, in my opinion. It's like you go in there and it's this room of people you've never met, and you just have to like show up as who you are and do what you interpret the role to be. And that's that. So that kind of like keeps me from thinking of it as like super competitive environment, even though on the surface, yeah, and definitely like starting out, it felt overwhelming with just comparisons and rejection and competitiveness. But yeah, anyways, um, I hi guys, I'm an actress. I'm a director, screenwriter, producer. I grew up in Los Angeles. I've been acting since I was 3, and I've done TV, voiceover, movies. So yeah, I'm excited to talk about it all.
Nice, nice. And how did you get started as an actress?
I went to a children's theater camp when I was 2, and my sister was 5. Um, so I have an older sister who's also an actress, and I kind of just did whatever she did in life. I was just following her lead, but obviously, since she was older, she knew that this theater and acting is what she was interested in, and so I had the best time at the theater camp. And then some parents at the camp asked our parents if we did like on-screen camera acting, and they said no, but they recommended my parents to ask us if that's something we'd be interested in. And my sister and I both were like, yeah, we didn't know that was an option. I mean, we were just little kids. But my sister would always say, like, I want to be like that person in the TV. And our parents found a way and had a meeting with an agency. It was CESD, who I'm still with to this day for voiceover work. Um, but back then, we also did theatrical with CESD, and they're amazing. I love that agency. But yeah, we got representatives when I was 3, and they started me in commercials, and I loved every single second of it, and I have not wanted to stop.
Nice, nice. And what was your favorite production you have worked on so far?
Oh my goodness. That's a hard question. Um, I mean, gosh. All of them. I haven't been on a production that I wasn't like, this is the best time of my life. um, but if I had to list off like the top ones, I think definitely Crazy Ex-Girlfriend was so fun. I loved being on American Horror Story because I got to turn into a vampire. Spoiler alert in the show. I was on the I think it was season 5 Hotel, and that was really fun. Very lots of blood effects, and it was just fun to be a vampire. And No Right Way is the feature film that you mentioned, and I mean that whole experience was so special for me. So yeah. Oh, and Adventure Time. I have to mention that. I play young Marceline on Adventure Time, and I've also done a few different characters for them too throughout the years of that show. And I love that show. It's so good.
And speaking of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, talk to me about your audition process for that.
Yeah. I was 11 when I auditioned for the show. And I remember, so I play young Rebecca Bunch, played by Rachel Bloom, and Rachel has blue eyes, and I don't. And so when I was auditioning for it, I was really nervous. I remember because I was like, I don't have blue eyes. I don't know. They're probably not going to book me. Um, I didn't consider that colored contacts exist, but they ended up giving me. Yeah, they had blue contacts in my eyes on that show. Um,
Nice.
yeah, but the audition process was really cool. I think I only went in twice for them, if I remember correctly, but I auditioned for Felicia Fasano was the casting director of that show. She's awesome. I knew her before that process too. I would go audition for her throughout the years. So that was cool. And I had to sing a song to audition because it's a musical series. So I picked a song from Tangled because it was my favorite like animated movie growing up. So I sang for that.
Yeah, and when I was like searching your TikTok and saw that you're on Crazy Ex-Girlfriend and you got to sing a viral song from it that got viral like 5 years later on TikTok, I Have Friends. Like, how unique was that? Like, having your song that you sang on that show be viral like years later.
Completely unexpected. I had no idea it would go viral and people made memes. It was hilarious. Um, but I didn't even realize it was happening because I wasn't like tagged in any of these memes or posts, obviously, because no one really gets tagged in memes like that. So I don't remember who it was. It could have been my friend Molly. I don't know. One of my friends sent it to me and was like, "Wait, is this you?" And I was like, "It is." And I saw it. Had all these views, and it was very, very surreal and funny for me to see that.
Yeah, because I remember watching that back in 2020, and now, like 5 years later, like when I met you in person, and then now I'm interviewing you, I'm just like, it's crazy that like that went viral. Like, did you get more recognized because of that?
Um, I I don't think so. I'm not sure. I mean, I was in Ralph's, the grocery store, one time. I think it was like 2019 or 2020, and somebody came up to me and recognized me from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, but I'm not sure if it was because of the meme or because of the show. I have no idea. But I appreciated it regardless. But yeah, I don't really know. I think I'm just that anonymous meme girl of I have friends.
Oh my God, imagine if I have friends like played in the background while shopping, like at Ralph's. That'd be like crazy.
That would be hilarious. I think my face
Yeah.
is red.
And with like I have friends, did you get like any like record label deals, or have you ever had any like record label deals, or is that something you want to look forward to?
Yeah, I've never had any deals like that. I've never pursued music in a professional sense. But my dad's a musician, and I so he's always like supported me. I'm very passionate about singing, and I love playing the piano, and he teaches me guitar because he's really great guitarist. So I want to pursue that eventually, and I'd love to do more musical productions, like movie musicals or TV musicals, things like that. I love when film and musicals cross over. Um, yeah, so I think at one point in my life, if I could, I'd love to actually release original music and stuff, but I just haven't been focusing on it as much as just working on training my voice so that I could sing in a movie or a TV show.
And have you ever recorded any original music yet?
Um, I have. I did one time when I was like 14 with one of my friends in high school, but I mean it was super unprofessional in a sense. Like we never did anything with the song. It was just for fun, but yeah, I think eventually I totally would. I love music. I mean, if all my friends and my sister who I live with, she could tell you I'm constantly playing music. And so I probably bother her with that. There's always music on my speakers in my room.
And did acting or singing started first?
Oh, I mean, as a little kid, my parents told me that I would like hum and sing songs that I would make up before I could talk. So I would be singing and just kind of like blabbering and humming. So I guess technically I started singing before I was even talking and acting, but professionally I was acting first, and then I would just sing at home and watch musicals and sing along to them. But I didn't start actually training my voice until a couple years ago when I've just done sporadic like training singing lessons and things like that. But I think I've gotten more serious about vocal technique within the past year, I should say. Yeah.
Yeah, and since you've been acting since you were a child, I assumed you've been on a lot of like Disney and Nickelodeon auditions. Like, what is one role that you auditioned from Disney and Nickelodeon that you really wanted but you just didn't get? Or were you close to getting?
Ooh, that's a great question. um I'm trying to think specifically Disney and Nick, because I mean there were so many shows, especially when I was younger, like what was it called? Rick was it Ricky, Nikki, Dicky, and Dawn? Or Nick?
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember that with Lizzie and those kids.
Yes. So I don't know the order of the names. I'm butchering the title probably. But I mean, I auditioned for that. It's like there was a couple years period where they were making all of these shows, and so it was kind of like a constant stream of these mass auditions going out, and like thousands of people go read for these roles. So it was a very exciting time. It was really busy. Thankfully, it was great. But yeah, I mean, gosh, I have I did audition for Stranger Things. I know that's not Disney or Nick at all, but
I
I
mean,
think
Stranger Things is so big because like Millie Bobby Brown and all these like actors, they're just like they got nominated for an Emmy at such a young age.
it's such an incredible show. It's amazing. So I think like in general of all the auditions, I think that every time I've gone in for Stranger Things, I've been like really fangirling about it. It's
You
really
walk for
exciting.
11.
I did, yeah. 11, I went out for Max, and then the next year I went out for another character. I when the third character I read for Stranger Things, I think I had like a fake name, so I don't actually know who that character ended up being because I'm not caught up on the show. Unfortunately, I haven't seen the most recent season, but
Oh, oh my god, I could definitely like literally see you as 11.
oh my gosh, no. I think that their casting was perfect. I couldn't imagine the show with other people. It's an incredible show.
Yeah, and speaking of like your auditioning experience, did you ever lose roles to like Jenna Ortega and Olivia Rodrigo? Because those were in your child actor like cabaret.
Um, yeah, I'm sure. I auditioned for Wednesday, so I guess Yeah, I guess so. But I don't know. I don't really think about these things. Like I see the projects that have found their people and cast and come out, and I just get excited. And I'm like, that's so cool. Because I think how I view auditioning is just like I get an opportunity to see what it would be like to be this person and do that. And I do my interpretation of it. And I go in and I'm like, okay, the rest is out of my hands. Like, as long as I do my best and I have fun and I just kind of enjoy that day of like being this character in that room, then if it goes later and I get to actually be that character on set, that's awesome. But if not, like, it was still super fun and I got to kind of have a sneak peek of Netflix's newest show, and it's exciting to see when it actually comes out. And I'm like, oh, I remember reading that scene.
Yeah, that was like me too a long time ago when there's a show I auditioned for and another person got that part, and when I like watched them on TV, I'm like, oh my God, I remember reading that scene or I remember filming that on self tape. It's like really crazy.
Yeah, it's fun. You get like a little preview of the project and you can support it later and follow along. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know like for Wednesday, besides like obviously Jenna getting the role and like Jenna's life like blew up after Wednesday. I knew like there was another influencer, Indiana, the audition, and probably like so many people.
Mhm.
But you know, it is what it is. Like if you go for an audition and you don't book it, there's an always like a new opportunity for you.
Completely. I mean, that's what's so exciting about being a part of this industry is that you never know when the project will come up that you will book and you get to do these characters, and it's so exciting. Every week can look different for you, which I think some people thrive on schedule and predictability of their schedule, and that works for them. And so, me saying this could sound like a nightmare for certain people. And some friends I have, they're like, I could not deal with the way that you just have to change things around and last minute jobs and last minute auditions and all that stuff, which I totally understand. But I think I am more of a type B person, so I like having this changing. I like being flexible and changing schedules and like the excitement of not knowing what the week will bring or what the year is going to bring in terms of work or opportunities. And it's a very unpredictable type of job, but it's so much fun. I wouldn't have it any other way.
And speaking of Wednesday, did you watch the new season?
I haven't. I haven't. I'm bad. I need there's so many shows I need to catch up on. It's insane.
Yeah,
I've
I
been
literally watched the new season. It's so
Yeah.
good. I can't wait for like part two of Wednesday of season two. I heard it got a third season, so I know like they took a break for a few years because of the strike. Like, did that affect your work at all?
Yes, definitely. The strike was a really interesting time, and I mean I was in support of it. It needed to happen and it was great. There was a lot of important conversations, and even with AI protections and all of that stuff, like a lot of that happened during the strike. And so it was important. Um, but yeah, for No Right Way, the feature film that I co-star in, we I think it had just started its like press run. So we were going to premiere at a film festival, and at Cinequest Film Festival, and this was in August. But the strike started like a month before that, or something, if I'm remembering properly. And so I wasn't posting anything in promotion of the movie yet because the strike was happening. So I didn't want to, I wasn't posting anything about my work or anything that I was doing. But I was so excited because this feature film was coming out, and it means the world to me. So it was really funny. I was kind of like crossing my fingers in hopes that I could still go to the premiere and show up there, because also part of the strike was not attending premieres of your projects either, just not doing anything like that, any press like that. So I did wait, and I just kind of kept my fingers crossed. And then by the time we went to Cinequest, I was able to go and I was able to post about it. So that was that was fun. But Yeah, it did. And of course, no auditions during that time too, which was felt a little scary, because that's what we hope for all the time. We want to be busy with that. So it was an interesting time, but very, very important and needed to occur. So
And do you like have any projects that are coming up for you soon?
I do. I wrote a pilot TV show script and I filmed it, I directed it, I act in it with my sister, Bella. We play sisters in the show. So right now, I'm working on the pitch of it. So that's my next step is just trying to sell it or see if anyone's interested in the project and getting it picked up. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's been such a great learning experience. I've been so focused on the acting side of things, but within the past like 2 years, I've been directing and producing things that I'm writing. And so that's been really great to learn the other side of the camera and to be behind the camera, and in the production side of it. But even with the pitch, that's like a whole nother world. It's like the business aspect of it and the sales of it all. So I'm learning a lot right now, but it's I'm grateful for it, and we'll see what happens with the show.
Nice, nice. And this show is basically about giving advice to other like aspiring entertainers to like get their journey started. Do you have any advice for any of our viewers for like wanting to get into screenwriting or acting or music or any resources that you can connect them to?
Yes. In terms of acting, finding reps, an agent or an agency that you trust, and or going into meetings and meeting the people in person, I would recommend. Because you want an agent that you feel like understands and cares about you as an artist. So your reps really play a huge role in sending you out on auditions and fighting for you and advocating for you to book roles. So definitely getting good representation. And in terms of for screenwriters or directors or musicians, I've heard this from other people before who have told me like even if you are criticizing yourself on your first draft of something and you're like, "Oh, this is going horribly. I don't like what I'm making." Just do it. Just make it and create the thing and get it on paper or get your script. Just have your first draft. That's your foundation, and then you can critique later. But just like the first go of something, just let yourself create and mess up and have spitball bad ideas. But I mean, it's all gonna form your art, and it's just part of the process. So I think I'd say in that way, don't be too hard on yourself before you can actually just create and let yourself do it out of the passion and fun. That's really what it should be focused on. Um, yeah, and in terms of links or resources, I just think agencies' websites are online for representation, so you can just look up like all of the like a list of the major ones in whatever country or wherever you live. And I watch a lot of YouTube videos. Like YouTube is a great source for information. I've looked up, how to shot list or how to line a script, and there's like YouTube tutorials, or interviews with actors talking about their process. I've learned a lot from watching my favorite actors in interviews or favorite directors and just learning how they run a set. So I love YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, and would you like to put on the comic sections like resources for other aspiring entertainers to go to?
Yeah, sure. Like a link specifically.
Yeah, link specifically.
Oh shoot. Well, I don't have a specific link. But I mean, I'd recommend. Yeah, I guess I have random YouTube videos I watch of these, just informative things or masterclass. I don't know how to. Do I put it in a chat?
Yeah, you could put it in the comment section below.
Oh, okay. I don't know how to open that. Is it here? Wait, let me say hi. Is it like that?
Did you post a comment?
Oh, okay. Comments. Join the chat. Oh, got it. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm connecting my YouTube account. Continue. I didn't do this. I didn't know. What is that? Okay, continue.
All right. We're going to be right back.
Okay.
Ava's going to put some resources so anyone that's watching can copy and paste. So we'll be right back.
Okay, let me figure this thing out. I don't know how to use my computer.
All right, Ava, you got it?
I think it worked. I
Yeah, I
caught.
just saw in the comments. It was Hollywood Reporter.
Mhm. Yes, I feel like 90% of my YouTube watching is from the Hollywood Reporters YouTube channel. They, yeah, I mean, they talk about everything from, I mean, they have directors on there, actors, screenwriters, producers, roundtables. Like, it's just a well of information. I love that. Love that channel. Oh, yeah, it
Yeah,
is there.
thank you so much, Ava, for coming on this live stream to talk about how you got started in Hollywood.
Thank you for having me. This was so much fun.
Again, it's called Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, where Ava has a viral song called I Have Friends. I have friends, I definitely have friends. Friends, friends, friendly friends, definitely have friends.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you killed that.
Yeah. Coming up next week, we're gonna have Tyreek Lawrence from the Darman Studios. Thank you so much for coming on, and I'll see you guys next week at 12:30.
Thank you.
All
Bye.
right, see you guys.
Do I press, how do I?